Hey trainers, Alakaham here with some more Pokemon video magic. And last week's video was on Shadow Walrein in the Great League, and it only kind of got some views, definitely on the lower end of views for videos I've made. So I thought, I know what I did wrong. Everybody and their mother did a video about Walrein in the Great League, but you know what? Today the Ultra League started. What do the people want? They want to see Walrein in the Ultra League, and I have brought it to you. So this video is going to be about using a shiny Walrein for the first time in Go Battle League for the Open Ultra League is where we are going to be playing, and it was so much fun. And this team also does feature XL Trevenant and XL Talonflame, and those two are pretty handy Pokemon as well, but we're going to try and focus on the Walrein. If you go on to enjoy the content, please leave a like, and if you're not a part of the community already, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you around. And with that in mind, we're going to jump right into these battles. So I hit a kind of neutral lead against a Gengar, but they did not build up enough energy to have the Shadow Ball, and I knew I could survive a Shadow Punch. So I decided that I would go ahead and tank the first one, and then ramp up the attack by using a Flame Charge there. We are going to shield this next one because even a Shadow Punch would actually take us out, and with one more Incinerate, we could both take out the Gengar and get to the next move. So I'm thinking this team must be really weak to Talonflame, because bringing in a Muck is actually not a super strong response, and I am going to get to another Flame Charge here. So XL Talonflame, and mine is only 2200, mind you. XL Talonflame is like completely busted. It just does so much damage. I cannot believe Talonflame. It's incredibly annoying when you're on the receiving end of it. Okay, so we're in a bad situation because the opponent has a Scrafty in the back, and they have one shield and we have no shields. So this thing is really going to be a problem for us, because fighting does super effective damage against Walrein, and then I have a Trevenant in the back, which is going to take super effective damage from the foul play here. So what I did was I swapped into the Trevenant in hopes that we could get them to throw their energy, which we did, and now I'm going to chip away just a little bit there with the Seed Bomb, and they're going to have to throw to take me out because the resisted fast moves were not going to do it. They swapped into their Gengar, which had a little bit of health left. I think that was a mistake because all they did was give me farm. And then I made a mistake there because I had the Earthquake and I didn't throw it. So I didn't think I was going to get to the Earthquake. That's why I was just immediately tapping on Icicle Spear. But with one more Powdered Snow, we were able to get to the Icicle Spear. And if I had made that mistake but not farmed down the Gengar, I would have lost the game. But we were able to pull that one out, and yeah, Walrein takes the win for us there. Walrein is pretty highly rated for the Open Ultra League, and it's going to do, I think, even better in the Premier Cup, so I definitely recommend building one if you have those resources available. Obviously, Talonflame wants absolutely nothing to do with that Shadow Swampert, so we are going to safe swap into our Walrein, and when shields are up, I feel iffy about going for a move like Earthquake because it just takes up so much energy. So we are just going to start spamming these Icicle Spears pretty quickly. And I have to be, they're overfarming quite a bit, so I am worried about a superpower here. So we're going to shield, and I'm going to go ahead and go for that next Icicle Spear, which I do believe would take out the Snorlax. So we get the shield back, and I'm going to shield again because our best response to that Talonflame is this Walrein. So I'm going to overfarm a little and then go for an Icicle Spear. And now I'm really afraid that they have superpower, but they did not have quite enough energy. Seems like they just got nervous. And they were hoping that Body Slam would take us out, but it did not. So Unfortunately, they still have their shield, but I'm going to come in with the Trevenant here, and Trevenant has a pretty good matchup against Swampert. I over-farmed thinking that I might want the residual energy there, but that was a mistake because they had Sludge Wave, and they did a lot of damage to our Trevenant. And now they have Dragalge in the back. I swapped into my Talonflame hoping that I could force this last shield and then maybe get a Shadow Ball through, but there's a difficulty here because Dragalge has access to Aqua Tail is its bait move, which probably would have been more than enough or pretty close to enough, but they go for Outrage, their like hardest hitting move, so that definitely takes out the Talonflame. And I haven't played Dragalge very much in the Ultra League, but let me tell you, that Seaweed Dragon has some bulk. That tanked my Shadow Ball like no problem. So as soon as I lost the Walrein, I had kind of lost the match, I think. So can't win them all, right? Moving into this next match, we have our Talonflame up against a Deoxys Defense XL. So if you thought it was annoyingly bulky in the Great League, wait till you get a load of the Ultra League version. And this was very weird. So I don't see XL Pidgeot all that often, but here's an XL Pidgeot, and we're going to get farmed down. There is nothing that we can do about this, and both of our moves are resisted, so I'm going for Shadow Ball because Shadow Ball just hits a little bit harder, so at least we can kind of chip some damage. And whatever we put in here is going to have to tank a move. I'm gambling that they're going to go for Feather Dance, which they do because people who run Pidgeot love Feather Dance, right? Doesn't matter what league you're in, they really love baiting with Feather Dance. But even a double debuffed Walrein is going to be able to be pretty serious against a flying type. And my, they've got a lot of energy stored up. At this point, I let this go because I figure... So I let it go because I figured after they were debuffed, we would be able to survive okay. And they come in with we do a simultaneous swap, right? We were both trying to switch out of that matchup. And I come back in with the Talonflame. We have to tank a move, and I figured that we could survive a Rock Slide, but it turned out to be a Thunder. And as it turns out, Talonflame survives Thunder as well, which I didn't know, but that worked out pretty nicely. And we have a great stroke of luck by CMP tying against this Nidoqueen. And now we are just going to have to hope that Walrein can sort of sweep in the back. We are up a shield, so I'm going to go ahead and shield up this move. But now our health is very, very low. So they come in with their Pidgeot. They get through one gust, and it is not enough to kill us. We have 1 HP, farm down, and then throw the Icicle Spear. So both of the Pokemon in the back were weak to Walrein. There's a lot of Pokemon in the Ultra League that are weak to Walrein. I think even more than in the common meta of the Great League. I've actually had better luck with Walrein here in the Ultra League so far. There are so many flying types and so many dragon types, and you have a lot more grass types in the Premier Cup, but that's not what we're playing today. So, okay, I have other responses that are much better for the Giratina, so I'm going to swap out of the Talonflame. I don't mind Talonflame against Giratina if we have energy or shield advantage, but given that we had neither of those, I wanted to get Mr. Einstein Tusks in there. We land an Earthquake, which is great, and now I'm going to go for this Icicle Spear because they are trying to overfarm. So yeah, when you get greedy, sometimes you know, the opponent gets a move through. Powder Snow generates energy super, super fast, and they are farming a lot, And again, we are going to get to the Icicle Spear, and we'll see if they let it go, which they do. Yeah, they probably figure that the Giratina is safe from it at this point. And they try to farm us down with waterfalls, but water moves are not going to do anything to Walrein, and we do make it to an Earthquake, which is amazing. So they are coming in with their, or already came in with the Milotic, and we have a very good answer in Trevenant, and we definitely want to keep Milotic away from the Talonflame. And now, yeah, I knew Milotic had access to Blizzard, and they had been farming up a lot of energy, so yeah, definitely wanted to keep it away there. There was a lot of energy on this Giratina, but we are able to make it to Shadow Ball. So XL Trevenant is about to put a lot of hurt on this Giratina. And I think they'll be able to waterfall down, yeah, which is no good. So Surf is not a very hard-hitting move, but I don't know about Talonflame's bulk. And yeah, we barely survive the Surf. And I am able to get to the Brave Bird, so that one's gonna be a good game. I don't see Milotic very often in the Ultra League, so that was pretty cool to see a Milotic there. That was a neat team. It's just Walrein is so good against the meta now. It like is the new meta for the Ultra League, and having XL Pokemon to boot is yeah, this team has been kind of broken. I climbed how much? About 250 elo today. Okay, so we end up in the Talonflame mirror match, and I figure if they bait me, that's fine, but I definitely don't want to risk tanking a Brave Bird, and I'm going to dip out of here anyway, so I thought I'll go ahead and throw the Brave Bird. Coming in with the Walrein, they stay in trying to overfarm, and they just narrowly escape getting hit with that Icicle Spear, and they come in with Surfetched. So Surfetched is a pretty good counter to Walrein. If you've been on my channel at all in the past for Ultra League videos, you probably know that I love Surfetched. It is my favorite fighter in the Ultra League. I think Surfetched is fantastic, but it's going to be even more valuable now, I think, because it's going to have a lot of play against Walrein, and not that many Pokemon do like super well against Walrein. So I decided I'm going to save the shield instead of going for another Icicle Spear. I let myself get farmed down, and then I come in with the Talonflame to Incinerate down. And that was important so that I could have enough residual energy that I could throw a Brave Bird at the opposing Talonflame, which I do, and then we do a simultaneous swap, and they've got Articuno. Now in general, Articuno is going to have a very good matchup against Trevenant, but we can do a lot of damage with these Ghost-type moves. Yeah, so they're going to throw their Icy Wind right away so that they can take us out. They do not want to take any more damage off of these Shadow Claws. And hopefully we got it low enough that we can actually... Yeah, so I'm just going to throw... I'm not leaving any of this to chance, right? I'm just going to throw the move there, and it just takes one Incinerate to take out the opponent's Talonflame. I knew that they were a little lower than me, so it would have taken 2 or 3 to get rid of my Talonflame. And we're able to pull that off. So in at least 2 or 3 of those battles there, Walrein was actually the closer, the Pokemon that won the battle for that game. And I think that Walrein is going to be not only really fun, but it's going to be very valuable in the Ultra League meta at this point. Again, if you enjoyed the content of the video, please go ahead and leave me a like. That would be great. And if you aren't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe so I can have you around in the community. Leave me comments and, you know, talk to me about what you've got going on in the Ultra League right now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time, trainers.